Alright, Shalom Akim, all praise and glory to Yahweh Bashim, Yahweh Shai, Bashim, and Kakadash. The honors to the apostles of Great Millstone, salutation to you, Akim, doing the work in truth and sincerity. Recently, there's been a nationwide push by America to push this ABC people thing. And I was reading this article. Of course, I seen the story where they had in Africa. The African leaders continually letting these American spokespeople know that they're not down with this ABC people thing, right? And then all of a sudden, somehow it just got passed into their law, and the people were upset to the point where they were ready to riot, but they were just protesting at that time. And now I came across this article here, and mind you, a lot of those people are, in those so-called African nations. A lot of them is actually Christians, and a lot of them is Muslims. So they ain't down with this BS. But now, of course, U.S. pushes to integrate ABC rights into UN Security Council. And you can read the article if you want. I just wanted to read some of these comments, and then I'm going to get to the scriptures. This comment says, these woke clowns are working overtime to spread this ABC cancer to the rest of the world. Pray that Russia is victorious, otherwise we're all doomed. Yeah, Russia's gonna shoot them missiles, that's for sure. As far as victory goes, the victory is gonna be Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai's. This next comment, sodomy is popular in Washington, but don't think for a minute that they represent the American people. Most Americans are unaware of the fact that the State Department has been pushing ABC through American embassies across the world. They are getting the most pushback from various African nations, which is very true, many of which are predominantly Christian. They believe in the Bible, but not like the American Christianity is, but as what the Bible actually says. This commenter says, I believe the global community has a duty to protect the world's children from the aggressive and ruthless ABC NATO states. I believe WW3, which is going to happen, should be fought to vanquish the terrorist ABC nations. The ABC states inflict the global community excuse me, by every conceivable scheme. America is New Sodom, and Europe is New Gomorrah. Hey, and that's saying something, because the scriptures talk about Sodom and Egypt. Every day there is a new mountain of evidence proving Iran is correct. America is a great satanic nation that troubles the world. I'm not Shia. I'm a Christian, yet it's obvious that Iran is correct. Moreover, I declare America's allies devilish. And there's quite a few comments here. Like I said, you can read it. Read the comments if you want. Pause if you need more time to read them. However, these comments, some of them are right along with the scriptures, man. And, of course, to end this off, I got a few scriptures I want to read. First and foremost, Genesis, the 19th chapter, and I'm going to read quite a bit of this. So, Genesis chapter 19, starting at 1. And there came two angels to Sodom at even, and Lot sat in the gate of Sodom. And Lot, seeing them, rose up to meet them, and he bowed himself with his face towards the ground. And he said, Behold now, my lords, turn in, I pray you, into your servant's house, and tarry all night, and wash your feet, and ye shall rise up early, and go on your ways. And they said, Nay, but we will abide in the street all night. And he pressed upon them greatly, and they turned in unto him and entered into his house. And he made them a feast, and did bake unleavened bread, and they did eat. But before they lay down, the men of the city, even the men of Sodom, compassed the house round, both old and young, all the people from every quarter. And this just showing how wicked they were. The men of the city, man. Just pure wickedness. And they called unto Lot and said unto him, and Lot was something like a counselor. He was real high up in the city. As far as the city's councilmen go, he was kind of up there. And they called unto Lot and said unto him, Where are the men which came in to thee this night? Bring them out unto us, that we may know them. And you know what they mean by we may know them, you know. And Lot went out at the door unto them, and shut the door after him, and said, I pray you, brethren, do not so wickedly. Behold, I have 2 daughters which have not known man. Let me, I pray you, bring them out unto you, and do ye to them as is good in your eyes. Only unto these men do nothing, for therefore came they under the shadow of my roof. And he was willing to give his daughters, you know, both of his daughters, young virgins. Just so they can, hey, don't mess with these men, don't do this wicked thing. I give you my daughters, and y'all can do what y'all please, but leave these men alone. And they said, Stand back. And they said again, This one fellow come into sojourn, and he will needs be a judge. Now will we deal worse with thee than with them? And they pressed sore upon the man, even Lot, and came near to break the door. It was like, well, they were ready to to do the deed to Lot, because Lot wouldn't let them those men get to the men that came to the door, which were angels. But the men put forth their hand and pulled Lot into the house. But the men put forth their hand and pulled Lot into the house to them, and shut the door. And they smote the men that were at the door of the house with blindness, both small and great, so they were wearied themselves to find the door. And they were still trying to find the door after they were smitten with blindness. And the men said unto Lot, Thou hast here any besides, son-in-law, and thy sons, and thy daughters, and whosoever thou hast in the city, bring them out of this place. For we will destroy this place, because the cry of them is waxing great before the face of the Most High, and the Most High has sent us to destroy it. So they let not know now, hey, Heavenly Father sent us to destroy this place. And that was it. Why? Because the wickedness had waxed so great. I mean, it was really that bad in their wickedness, just like the wickedness of this place. Now I'm gonna keep reading. And Lot went out and spake unto his sons-in-law, which married his daughters, and said, Up, get you out of this place, for the Most High will destroy this city. But he seemeth as one that mocked unto his sons-in-law. And to them, like, oh, you playing. That's how they felt. And Lot was serious as a heart attack, man. And when the morning arose, and the angels hastened Lot, saying, Arise, take thy wife and thy 2 daughters, which are here, lest thou be consumed in the iniquity of the city. And while he lingered, the men laid hold upon his hand, and upon the hand of his wife, and upon the hand of his two daughters. The Most High being merciful unto him, they brought him forth and set him without the city. And it came to pass, when they had brought them forth abroad, that he said, Escape for thy life. Look not behind thee, neither stay thou in the plain. Escape to the mountains, lest thou be consumed. And Lot said unto them, No, not so, my lord. Behold, now thy servant hath found grace in thy sight, and thou hast magnified thy mercy, which thou hast showed unto me in saving my life. And I cannot escape to the mountain, lest some evil take me and I die. Behold, now this city is near to flee unto, and it is a little one. Oh, let me escape thither. Is it not a little one? And my soul shall live. And he said unto him, See, I have accepted thee concerning this thing also, that I will not overthrow the city for the which thou hast spoken. Haste thee, escape thither, for I cannot do anything till thou be come thither. Therefore the name of the city was called Zoar. The sun was risen upon the earth when Lot entered Zoar, and the Most High rained upon Sodom and Gomorrah brimstone and fire from the Lord out of heaven. And he overthrew those cities, all the plain, and all the inhabitants of the city that which grew upon the ground. But his wife looked back from behind him, and she became a pillar of salt. And Abram got up early in the morning to the place where he stood before the Most High. And he looked towards Sodom and Gomorrah, and towards all the land of the plain, and beheld, and lo, the smoke of the country went up as the smoke of a furnace. And it came to pass that the Most High destroyed the cities of the plain, that the Most High remembered Abraham, and sent Lot out of the midst of the overthrow, when he overthrew the cities in which Lot dwelt. So, hey, that's the story of Sodom and Gomorrah. That's what happened with all those men with men and women with men. Well, really men with men for the most part. So that's the overthrow of Sodom and Gomorrah. And that's in Genesis, the 19th chapter. Now, when we go to 2 Peter 2 and 6, matter of fact, 2 Peter 2 and 4, for if the Most High spared not the angels that sinned, but cast them down to hell, and delivered them into chains of darkness to be reserved unto judgment, and spared not the old world, but saved Noah, the eighth person, a preacher of righteousness, being in the flood upon the world of the ungodly. So Noah and his sons and their wives were saved from the flood. 6, and turning the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah into ashes, condemned them with an overthrow, making them an ensample to those that after should live ungodly. Making them an ensample, an example. So, and that's why I read that story up to that point. The fire and brimstone overthrow that he did to Sodom and Gomorrah. Why? Because their wickedness reached all the way up to the heavens, man. Their sins reached to the heavens. So he made that an example for anybody that's going to do ungodly after. So now you know there's no excuse. And Revelations chapter 18 verse 5. Matter of fact, 18 verse 4. Let's see. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, Come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues. For her sins have reached unto heaven, and the Most High hath remembered her iniquities. So, hey, this is part of that, man. Her sins have reached up to heaven. This place is this world, the way it's ruled is totally corrupt, man, and it's gotta go. It's gotta go, or there won't be any flesh to be saved. You know, it's getting terrible out here, man. You can't look at a news clip without seeing something like this now. It's that bad. Anyway, that's going to be it. I hope you Akim were edified. Till the next time, all praise and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kalkadosh. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone. Salutation to you Akim doing the work in truth and sincerity. Shalom.